Previously on Grid Autosport. Hey there, it's Family Gamer and welcome to the second race of Abu Dhabi. Carrying on from last episode. So coming down into the first corner, shifting up. Again, sort of staying wide, learning my lessons from the last time. Sort of learning by this stage that there are usually accidents on the first lap. And that I'm able to profit from them as I move up here. In an effort to try and get a cleaner race, I think last time with less slides. Sort of adapting to the natural twitchiness of the Formula 3 car, which is very present, I think, as I again obliterate the 150 metre board. Now you see there I brake much later than the AI in an effort to gain time, and it really works. I'm really in the slipstream of this car coming down the straight, although I don't really think I'll be able to pass him into this next corner. Sort of maybe at the hairpin near the end of the lap is far more likely for this. So yeah, he's going defensive, goes to the inside of the track in an effort to defend, but I go even further, dart up the inside. But I brake a bit too late and run wide, and look, yeah, he gets a better exit and comes right back at me. But now I'm going to be in this slipstream, coming onto the exit, trying to get a clean exit as possible, right in his slipstream, gaining time on him. Now again I'm going to try the move up on the inside. Again he goes defensive, but it's not good enough this time. With a bit of a slide there, I eventually get the move done. And then coming round into this corner, I'm going to try and make the move stick as much as possible. And then try and get up ahead and battling so I can go and overtake that next car. That's next on my list of cars to overtake. I run a bit wide there, and I realise it's probably best to run wide than try and slow down and make the corner. But that doesn't really cost me too much time. In fact, it gives me a faster run down this straight. Now I'm hoping to benefit from the cars ahead sort of battling, but that car ahead's kind of isolated, so if I overtake it I'm going to have to do so really from no outside influences. So braking a bit later, I think I've worked out the better line is to run a bit wide on this bit so you get a better sort of line and a better steering angle for that last corner, for that corner. So trying to set good laps here in my Intel racing car, and I'm hoping for next season to be sort of upgraded into a better car. I'm probably going to do another season of Formula 2 in a better car in the hope that I can, if not win the championship, win a few races. And then move up again, because I'm conscious of the fact that I'm doing it on YouTube. I can't linger too long in any one series because you'll get bored, obviously. So I'm gonna try to have a maximum of 2 seasons in each discipline, maybe 1 if I do really well. But yeah, this championship's shaping up to be good. I'm just getting some decent results. As yeah, I get a penalty through that. I didn't think I even went over the white line. That's really harsh. That cost me about a second to the car in front, and frankly obliterates any chance I had of overtaking. And I think my chance of overtaking was quite strong up until that point. But then the penalty system just obliterates it. I found out that there's no way to turn it off, as I get so close to the wall there. that was so close to taking off my left front right there and would have put an end to my race. But luckily, I just managed to swerve out of the way in time. I didn't expect that. And then sliding, as I kind of messed up my line there, but I learned to sort of steer a bit clear of getting too tight on these curbs, because it is too easy to get a penalty in this game. As this time I would get a better exit. They still run a bit wide. I still have yet to perfect that corner. And yeah, so now I'm in more trouble from the car behind, as I'm going to overtake the car ahead. And oh look, a Kicker Motorsport car has spun out. That's very good for me. That puts me up into 4th place, which is good, as I wasn't ever going to overtake that car last time. I wonder if that's the same car that spun out in the first race. I wonder. If so, he's not in a very good race, are they? So coming around to the line, closing up to this car, but unfortunately there isn't one more lap to overtake. But yeah, that was a good result. 4th place, I'm very happy, and that puts me up to 5th in the championship, which I'm very pleased about. So the next race I'm going to be doing is around a long winding mountain track called Mont Tremblant, I'm pretty sure. And we're going to move on to the practice session, because I had a bit of an incident in that which I'd like to show you. As you can see me there moving up to 5th in the championship. So at this point I was going along, was setting some pretty decent lap times. Had a couple of minor incidents, but nothing major. Now coming over the line, and then this happens. I'll leave you to watch. So I get a bit wide there, then really I dig into the gravel and go onto 2 wheels. But really the strangest thing is I got no damage from that. It's a kind of a fault in the computing system of the game, but I didn't get any damage from that. But I'm not complaining. Now coming here, this is my best qualifying lap of the session. Yeah, as the monitor skips a bit, and I try and get over the curve as much as possible. Try not to go wide in that corner, as I have on previous laps around this circuit. And coming around the long sweeping left hand up into 6th gear and braking hard down there on the curb, sliding a little bit, but managing to maintain a high speed and quite a high gear, which is good through these long flowing tracks. And then braking past the racing line where it tells me to, because frankly I can get away with it, and getting a good exit with minimal wheel spin and sliding. So being careful with my throttle control right there. And accelerating through the gears and braking maybe a bit conservatively, maybe a bit early, but it sets me up with a good line through this next corner, and then braking through a blind left hand up a hill, which is always quite difficult, and then making sure to get a good exit without sliding, as it sets me up for this next corner and this next blind corner up a hill, which leads on to the end of the lap. So I'm very careful to get a good exit out of that corner and finish my lap in style, and that is enough.
Come on, last lap, all or nothing.
That's enough for 7th place as it stands. And then here I have another incident, and I roll right over right there, like Mark Webber did in Valencia that time. And I do get damaged that time, because that was a much bigger crash. I rolled right over, because I think I just stared at my monitor for one moment and it completely crashed my car. But I came 7th in that qualifying, very respectable, got quite good raw pace, certainly in qualifying. But let's just hope I'm able to translate that into a good race result. So thank you for watching, and see you next time on Grid Autosport.